What's up? So this is for April 9th, 2026. Just gonna go over price action for the day, kind of what I did, everything to go with it. So, what I expected coming into the day, just based off of my pre-market plan, we had stacked liquidity down here that was already taken by an SMT. And we were super deep into premium. So higher time frame was super bullish. So the idea in my head was that we need to move lower in order to offer actual quality opportunity to move higher, and actually think of something where we're like, okay, aligned price is bullish, A plus price is bullish. So technically we already had this SMT down here, and there was early indication that we might be moving bullish. We'd inverse this hourly for value gap. So for me to actually be bearish, I would need to see clear disrespect of bullish PD array moving towards the drawn liquidity that might be lower, which we do have liquidity set up, but you don't know what is happening if we're not actually showing that we're part of a market maker model. That's super ugly, but so we're like this per se, and we're here, and we take liquidity with liquidity resting lower with generated sell side or support potentially in discount of higher time frame or OTE, whatever. So yeah, for me to actually be bearish, you need to see that. So the plan was, don't assume short, but just wait for confirmation that price is actually ready to move lower. That's what did not really happen, but this is what we got in open. So we had moved higher on NQ. At open. So the 15-minute, we are right here. We have this untapped for value gap. And pretty much generated highs. Not pretty much, we have got generated highs. I mean, all the way through. And we've already taken this sell side right here. But I'm gonna leave it. So we take the internal high. In discount, or sorry, premium of this range that we've set in with an SMT that genuinely is supported by the model. Oops. Changing the state, but we did lack displacement. The algorithm did not show displacement because there's no overvalue gap, but this is where I entered first position. I'll just put the actual entry up here. So everything checked out. This is a trade that I take. The second trade. So this plays out. We move lower. As soon as we take out this internal low at about 1-to-1, I put my stop at break even. We get stopped out. I wanted to see just clean delivery. We didn't get it. So then, now after I take my first trade, I'm like mental about it. We already take this internal high. But now this is what I manufacture. Change in the state. Inverse for value gap, just because you search for one, right? And then basically I'm like, oh, we have an SMT because there's a divergence right here. But like this might be true. There may be a divergence, but the close above the recent down close candle is right here. And we support it. We support this and we move higher and we take this high out, which is the internal high that took. Buy side is still holding this SMT. And I'm just, I buy to like right here. And that's what I manufactured. So then I'm like this. I think this is like almost exactly what the trade was. So yeah, we're like this. And then it just gets pooped on. This was super clean. This change in the state right here. So we still take buy side, we have this not an SMT, but we take internal liquidity. Like if you're bearish, this would be the second try. Close to this, we already tap into this for value gap. Here. Move lower, we change through this. We've got all this resting buy side. Super clean. Yeah. That would basically be stop to break even. Targeting these lows, I would say. Or really targeting, yeah. London low here. Because that was the stack liquidity that I was actually after. Clearly trimming here and maybe in here, taking low hanging fruit. But then there's an SMT lower and you get stopped out. So we then move into discount down here. We take sell side, which is super internal. And then we move higher. So those are the trades that I had taken. The second one was not my system. This was just a complete force. So yeah, what can you do? It's super deep in premium, wasn't targeting like there was liquidity, but we hadn't manipulated. So it didn't really have confirmation behind it. It's just, I wanted to force trade. That's what happened. That's what forced trades do. So the biggest thing that I'm taking from today is that my edge is not the problem. The first trade proved that. The actual price action proved that. It supported it when actually applicable. My problem is I'm shifting focus from execution to outcome. So I've been focused on ending the day green instead of just doing my job and waiting for A+ setups. And that's coming from a deeper place of lacking discipline or not being present and honestly just being too attached to the money right now. So what I do outside the charts is bleeding into how I trade. If I can't stay disciplined outside, you're not going to be disciplined inside. So going forward, it's super simple. You just wait for confirmation. You only take trades that align completely with the model, and you detach from the outcome. The definition, like over the next 6 months, whatever, of success is consistency in A+ setups. You're okay with losing on, like, just taking those. If it's not a part of that, then you're not taking it because the outcome doesn't matter. You're wanting to build a journal of solid execution. So the money doesn't come from execution, it's the other way around. So right now it's just about getting back to being the version of myself that actually respects the process. So that's all for today. I'm not layout. This we delivered. Boom. Took out yesterday's high. Because, yeah, we were super bullish. And we had all this buy side set up in an existing buy model. And then, bang. We set up some lunchtime liquidity. We take it. We take the internal high.